at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
This out quickly to Williams.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The Jets are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Gone. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hall again on 2nd down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll give to Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Goff now looking to throw.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Goff. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's McDonald to throw.
He finds his, and he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he stopped after a gain of one. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run with Hall.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Hall.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hall again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hauled in here, Caldwell. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just beating the play clock is Goff.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Go, go, go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 5.
Now it's Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Goff now to throw. That is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air again, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Back to throw, Goff. Caught, it's Wilson.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff now looks to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
McDonald sets to throw.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 60 yards.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cleveland offense ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. McDonald, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is McDonald. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And that's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Hall again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In motion goes the tight end. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback. but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. And they do finally get him at the 12. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Goff. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and 19. McDonald. Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 76 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Hall again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff for Hall. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to make it a two-score game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he's got it inside the 10.
Here's first and goal.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They go play action with McDonald.
Touchdown! David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Obama, Obama, Obama. DC, DC.
Goff now looking to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
So it's a